Nyamiado Bibiaboko, now so.
Nyamiado Miss Moyapa.
Saturday Stars.
Oh, yes, Yaba. Yaba. Yanyaba and so their transfers in the baby. No other, Yedin Koba Kakra.
Yeah.
Around Vinicio Junior, Brother Bakula. Emonia de update Kakra ba on the Rodrigo Cascante Barca. And they are not paid. And so aircall. Now, meaning baby idea befa. And the other can home at the Ama ATM. Yeah,
into a bit share for no, and I be Barcelona for whom Komokakra. Because no, after the news had emerged, say Rodrigo Cascante Hernandez, now Barcelona for no, a hijack is deal no. Now man for Bebre aiding Komo say what at all is Barcelona trying to do this particular season and how would it look like? Because Osha Barcelona very well, Pana Hansi Flick and Suji Tum say for a very long time Barcelona win Champions League no. Domestic league need ye omubo omuhomoding. They have done it 2 consecutive times. And Osha last season, Krana, one of the things that really helped them, and they said they managed to go the full season without losing 1 game at home into a losing match back with you. 19 games or more home now, winning one board romp, won all of them. And it tells you that Barcelona team, when it comes to the domestic La Liga, no, they don't really have a problem. Nemum, Okosha Champions League since 2015. Barcelona and Champions League. And Oji under Luis Enrique, no, that time there was a Messi, Neymar, Suarez. But in Barcelona, the dynamics have shifted. Until now, no, they are trying to get more recruitments. And Osha's recruitments now, Obi Bisa, say Barcelona, no, can they keep up with the kind of expectations are Abia, Ebeba, Omunchain because of the mere fact that they are recruiting players? That's the question. Because so recruiting players. Now you say Abia Champions League, target so person will achieve. Is it going to be possible that you can overcome the self-confidence that you have in yourself? Say, okay, now at this point, one of my main targets is the Champions League. I am recruiting players. I'm comfortable in the domestic league. But players are me signing on mono ebe buami. Would they help me to get the Champions League? Say pressure no and cure me by surprise and now that is the thing that Barcelona for Air Gabi, look at the signings Barcelona for nae. Oma kofa Karim Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund for close to about 22 million euros. And potentially no sa sikano ebe peja. Because add-ons no is around 7 million euros. Then Oshe player friend Anthony Gordon, Omokofanu free Newcastle for about 70 million euros. Then you look at Abranti friend Rodrigo Cascante and Como Koso for the player, and definitely no minimum. Say Barcelona for they will close that deal, and Rodri will become a new player for Air Barcelona. Then Anopeya na me who say Joao Cancelo, and so a player Bakwa. Barcelona for no aiding a chipan. Of course, he's not a newcomer to Barcelona. Wabo hoping. But if you go Al Hilal. And as I say, all born whom are trying very much send Kobeba back to Barcelona to come and play. And sad deal, I'm learning is around a 10 million euro deal. Into ultimate sa players when you now beka team Hansi Flick. One of the things you'll be expecting and say, he'll be able to charge his boys to have that expectation in their mind, say, this season, our target is the Champions League. Because in the domestic league, we are consistent over there. We play well in the domestic La Liga. But we haven't won the Champions League for a very long time. So how do we win it? Rodri. And now maybe didn't come on. Say Rodri, no. When you look at the player very well, one of the decisions that you would have looked at, and now Adebakwa Obe Odebeto the team, Wabra oh yes, Barcelona decision, and they say he is coming to join a team that has close to 8 players. Only winning FIFA World Cup and US. And when you look at that particular narrative or dynamic alone, it makes the team Barcelona more competitive. It makes them have a certain expectation. Say we are now going to be very difficult to play with because they are champions, and 8 of our players were in the Spain national team. Now, let's look at the problem Rodri will come and solve in that Barcelona team. Gabi, Rodri in that Barcelona midfield is going to be one of the best cushions for a defensive setup, no? Because Oshe Adibi last season, even though Barcelona were very formidable in the domestic La Liga, a Champions League, no, Atletico Madrid were able to carve them open in a very decisive game. Now also Komubo, no more come him. Even the semi-finals of the Champions League, and one of the main things that is roaring Barcelona is because of that Highlander they play. It is some bobo now some defense no him. Then when there's a counter attack, most often because shouldn't need defensive cushion no, right in front of the defensive midfield. Now any problem among. So that's number one. Number two, Rodri becomes that player who will take the pressure off youngsters like Pedri, Gavi, and Frankie de Jong. Already Frankie de Jong, he's one player. Injuries are be brave, so we can even put that asterisk on him. But she players to say Pedri, they are still young. Rodri is 30 years. He has that experience while both competitive football for a very long time, both at club and national team level. It's Man City. The influence of Rodri in that midfield. Now, Okofasa Rodri from Man City to come and play in Barcelona. That pressure that the youngsters were facing in that midfield, no, you take that pressure off them. Then you look very well at the fact that Barcelona at this point, here leaders in the team. Rodri is that leader, that person who can automatically command the players on the pitch. Of course, I feel no about Barcelona, but players don't know more. He's familiar with them. It's leadership on the pitch, helping the players settle down. It's something that you can look at, and it's an attribute about Rodri or the backup Barcelona for playing. It gives them a competitive advantage.
But I say, football no it taking new shape be. But I say I dream ABI dream share down cause so ABI media. You see, sir, now big clubs in no obi here one player. That player ukra command.
Yeah.
To ease pressure. Our team be also.
Yeah.
Chelsea are the same thing.
Yeah.
Our moving view.
Yeah.
Now Manchester United they were Bruno Dada.
That's right.
And it is the reason Manchester I imagine someone person Bruno Bede.
Yeah.
And Madrid recently with Bernardo Silva many other because they thought say they were Madrid in this econo.
Yeah.
And they were almost here day.
Very well.
Because they so umunyam painful with team on beti my day. A command.
That's right.
And then Barcelona they the same thing.
Yeah.
Because this year say Lewandowski ko. So we team nima entirely. Player Bianco when you go to my side or also in Tambo Anders Christensen.
No, of a premiership and a bar. He's not traditionally a Spanish Catalonia kind of player.
And it's all pedas Spanish Catalonia type of player and then with that high quality and being organized and idea. Because recently say Akwayanko the kind of say Frankie de Jong no or so I say taking new shape
and you see
that's
the interesting dynamic. I like that angle that you have introduced because Oshe Chelsea kind project now they acknowledged that you cannot build a successful football project with just young players. Be financially no. Why you want to say open recruit to give them long-term contracts and manage to even sell them on for higher amounts in the future. But on the sporting reasons, how impactful can these young people be on the pitch? And there's something in
so you
need that image, you need that command from the players. And so when you need at least one or two who can be very influential in the team and will command the players to work a certain way. And I see Rodri going into that team and doing that for Team IFN FC Barcelona. Now, Gabi. Ushe Adini ye pana Hansi Flick. Right? When you look at the kind of tactical setup Hansi Flick wants to play, ideally, the only missing piece is Rodri. The only missing piece in Hansi Flick's possessive style of football or person or done or Barcelona and help them to win the titles, the UCLs. The only missing piece is Rodri. Inti eba abontin say Barcelona for no edineci no. I wasn't too surprised. And we share omo ho kekana no mpeso mo ye ntem edit bid ne call and see how they can get the player as fast as possible. I wasn't surprised. Because it was quite clear. Say although the player wanted to play in Spain, if Senko call Real Madrid and keep and maybe this sound come on. So Real Madrid, in terms of what they needed, Udi Rodri can want a ye. But at this point, the mere fact that Barcelona have gone in quick to get the player tells you, say Hansi Flick knows that with this hard player become 51, I will get the maximum that I need my team to get. Kabi, when you say Barcelona for no, they have tried as much as possible to fix their financial issues.
Yeah.
And maybe a trim yet sound common yes Barcelona for no or Modidika to the point that they could even register some of their players than your mumu.
I say your power match out and the way you play your bam about on the catch say this was problem. You have to the obo. But I hope your time kakra for me.
That's right.
One gas same thing
that happened to him.
Yes.
Gabi, now Barcelona have increased their squad cost limit. See, a case be a squad cost limiter. Oko La Liga, sika eye sika clubs biya betimi raise from eye omu revenues, right? And their player sales. And it sika efa omu sporting dishes in is what we call the squad cost limit.
Okay.
In the squad cost limit, no, this is how we calculate it. The total revenue of the club minus omo debts are omo o that's sika omo dedeka. Then you also take away the wages of the players. Niebekano omo squad cost limit. Barcelona have increased that squad cost limit by over 80 million by March of this year. They are trying to fix those financial problems. What team that is why they've been able to go to the market to take Anthony Gordon for 70 million. Omako Akofa Karim Adeyemi for 22 million. And now it's likely that Joao Cancelo will come back, and as well as Rodri. Sika Omode Kwakofano from Manchester City.
Easy players and so free mo.
You get the point, because it's very likely say be a Ferran Torres or
yeah.
So they are fixing those problems gradually. Of course, so they are doing it gradually. They are spending wisely. Because Karim Adeyemi, you and I know say, and one person who quoted the right figure for the player, and 22 million euros. Oh bro.
Yeah.
But they've managed to negotiate, get that price for the player, because they know that yes, we are under stress in terms of finance wise, but we can also try and negotiate and make sure that we will bring in the right players to come and help the project. And to me, I think that is the most creative thing that Barcelona for no through Hansi Flick they are doing at this point, because we say you need to make sure that say a negotiation now only club no negotiate here, one negotiate for the right price for the players or person and this is a very very good thing. Now Gabi, you see, one of the main things I am be brave because of na make us assembly. Barcelona for at this point, one of the things that will worry them is the psychological effect of season national. Now we have 8 FIFA World Cup winners in the team. Top players afufra be ka omo ho. So we have these players available. We are buying about 4 to add. And Senyame Kra they will get Julian Alvarez from Team IFNO, Atletico Madrid. Because Joan Laporta said by August 10th, you know the stance on the player, whether he will go in for him or not. The psychological thing that will be going in the minds of Barcelona for say, after we have been able to solve most of these issues, can we challenge for the Champions League? In common, no, because that pressure, everybody that team no so. And now no, analysts no, we are asking that same question.
Because last year,
the
idea na analyst biya kan say Barca here squad in depth kakra to raise them
the standard.
Send be omoko
Europa, they'll be able to survive.
That no man they'll be able say they can do it.
Yeah.
Nti say one opportunity. Anya say those players here and say these players are more baby rema. Then the next thing is
the goal. Win.
Okay.
The pressure is there. But can Hansi Flick channel that pressure into performance?
Okay. So this season pressure be Barca
of course. Omo time. They know it. Look at Paul Kubasi at the World Cup for Spain.
And even to the sense I was so called Bilbao. Akofa Ruben Lenormand.
I'm no
so about cannot say that World Cup setup no munya Paul Kubasi Lenormand na say bia na Laporta amani ade. And Ruben amaya dey omo phases here.
Barcelona have solved about 80% of their issues on the pitch.
And okay, that be anya Lenormand Laporte ya.
Aymeric Laporte, sorry. Aymeric Laporte yes.
Ono so mo pe no. The World Cup setup now.
It is, look, you literally have a first 11 World Cup team. Senema when you now be kick a.
Okay.
Then you have Anthony Gordon, squad depth on the left flank. You have the players that you Rafinha Muni now baby. So the pressure is there, and Hansi Flick, no, he knows. And you know that 2015 idea down almost say winning Champions League after 2015. No, this is the season that they have to validate to themselves. So okay, are we still going to be competitive? Because Gabi, believe you me, someone to me winning Champions League this year, the kind of stigmatization that they to Barcelona for no will be a kind of stigmatization that they may not be able to handle it.
Okay.
Ebiad omekwa kodin enkomo bi say yeni manka yeni say oh yeni say kebetimi yeni say so, but now there's no excuse.
But obi nso beka say okay, they are can nyina true where the qualities are Barca binya going forward. But obi anim say player bia co team adaptation or even Karima dey me yenima dey me say na dey me sitie enye gidigidi bia bia say no kran po say the players na adaptation anko ya ebetimi aha no pa ono say ye one ebia player me hu so obetimi fit in so easily Rodrigo Cascante because ono Spanish boy and then the kind of form ball no mo ball and a midfield no ankasa no do na ball so me hu problem Esonya and then the kind of boy Marcus Rashford echo boy as an English player as we said Anthony Gordon me expect say obebo the same thing
good
and is anka he no say the city and ya san and case nyan but what if adaptation Emma twentwen sa and also say kind of say
of course
obi beka say adaptation.
No, you have a point, but I don't say when you look at football nowadays, no, there's little time for adaptation.
Okay.
So we a player now ko sign a team fufra. You need to know that number one, say omo be fa wo abo kese already there is that pressure on you the player to go and deliver.
And Anthony Gordon with this season.
I'm telling you, you see, I was looking at that particular transfer and I was saying to myself, say, this player does not look like a player or co-spinner who will have it easy. A correction is stature. On should I need that physically dominant player? Now who should I need? You get the point. Fine, I get it. But you see, Usha Anthony Gordon, he is going there into the Barcelona team to help them with squad depth.
Okay.
Inti Adai is a player be a pra ye Anthony Gordon no. You need to be able to step up on that occasion and show say say and you are being played in that Barcelona team to give us the result. Gabi oni madia mi hu ye. Oni say Anthony Gordon can fluent Spanish pa.
Yes.
So that was one of the things I realized and I knew say okay, then Barcelona may have a point. The player may not be physically dominant. Ebia no hu say that nyedin sa. But our pitch no so at the communication with the other players and anything. So in terms of that alone, you can validate that particular transfer and say 70 million for a player who is coming from England who already understands Spanish there. It is a good buy for Barcelona.
Okay.
That is an advantage. Into onumbu ebia ne adaptation anything. But yes, player bit to say, Adeyemi and now can ask him. Adeyemi is a player Hansi Flick has worked with before.
Okay.
Hansi Flick only Adeyemi to say Ninsechi.
Jenen so kwani kwa say
problem sir.
They say Nyanka Barca any problem.
So that's what I'm saying, that this season, no, Hansi Flick needs to understand that automatically with all the dynamics Ayaboboso and Opeyano, there's pressure on the team. You have up to 8 or close to 9 World Cup winners. You have won the La Liga 2 consecutive times in the last few years. Then number 3, you have made signings. What to players? Number 4, financial situation. So, born who wanting to fix all of that. The only thing that is left is that you have to deliver.
You see our stadium stadium. Last 2 seasons, last season, and this year campaigns kakra. Now Beba ceremony. Now Barca boy with the new Spotify can know. With the new edition, Barca players are called the World Cup. So Bibia say now Barca so we do well no Champions League.
Very competitive. Into Barcelona for no come on no. Okay. And now no, I think one of the things I Julian Alvarez because Gabi, look at it very carefully. Ferran Torres in common Okudi wa Americano. It was very clear. He made it known. Say in maybe air koso Barcelona about unknown situation na nini enye ho. But now me feel say he did not have to go and make some common public. Media so. Say a new contract now pair. Say was only impinning for tenacity. Now mutimi hwe the way am be say sign this new contract no. And according to reports no, na Barcelona phone feel say they will wait until September. Then they will negotiate the new contract with the player. Now come on akaho to play because the contract will be expire next year, kind of 1 year. But no come now Okodi no was to demonstrate that after winning the World Cup, after scoring that winning goal, he deserves more. But I deserve more no. Enya bontin komo. Aya won mpanyifo komo wo se mukodi wo inside.
Okay.
It is a no. He has also created that kind of tension over Barcelona. The players in the team are not happy about say what could this sound come away? You win the World Cup. Fe. You could be sour. Or say I'm not happy at Barcelona. I'm not treated the way I want. In some degree.
But this case, now I think say new players here this was born Luis de la Fuente. After the World Cup, Nana Luis de la Fuente Babaka said, players or one direct you muye. Akoda your desk screen so you see. No name the reason tia. Obi be kwa bonte na watwe akwa we aboso. Because Ubaka says player being good when the numbers.
Yeah.
We have Ferran so numbers are. It has you so a good player. And he said saying tea and you be better now when be few say osa. Obe underrated no kind of underrated omedi ma Avaro Murata. Was it the same thing no yakwe? And this a player. International coach say meade. Unto me come and before then na Barcelona for communicator catch say.
Yeah.
So I'm man counter the sense na. On tia say essence ni do omde be ma no.
But ebia sikasem no enkoso
be. Omum pejam sik. Onye so enkoso be omum pejam di obeje na obeje. E ho na asem ni wo. You
see, but Gabi, as a professional player,
yeah,
you need to be able to know what to say and what not to say. And in common, ni nyina no. We a professional player. Onya kola. Now we are kolampo asebi you have won the World Cup. You have won the World Cup. And you know, I was saying you need to be very strategic. You need to know what to say. You need to know how to say it. And you know, Ferran Torres no obia o team sisi abeja to me say Ferran Torres there are times on your clinical. Minim so obeka ya omne Chelsea ko ball Stamford Bridge no. South first 5 minutes chance be onya ya obotugu ya no. Typically Ferran Torres, that is sometimes the way he plays. Time how you expect him say obenya clear cut chance at goal no say no. And he was quite an unreliable player. Menka say no ntina Barcelona for any question o man say respect na wo hia no. If he needs respect, he deserves it. I don't take that away from the player. But you see, he is quite unreliable. And Etum Rebia, what you really want from the guy, you don't get it. And Osha Barcelona last season, numbers now, he didn't really start a lot of games. One started games bebree. So that is the impression that has been created in the mind of the player. Say, I am not loved at Barcelona, but he be an entisa. And Okosha another dynamic. I also onye La Masia boy. He's not a La Masia boy. Or a player who free Valencia for youth system, and Okobo Man City and San Waba Barcelona. So you can also see that kind of player, or he's not a Catalona kind of Barcelona. He only traditional Barcelona. So if he's not getting the love,
okay.
But then you cannot come out and just say anything at all. It's another situation in Metiasie. But at this point, no, with Sika, PSG for no Edeba. Some fa a brand no call a PSG, you know. I think he would want to go.
50 million.
Say 50
and then
million.
4 years contract.
But the salary. Once Sika Osho or Barcelona, PSG will want to give him that money. And once they give him that money, he will go. Because PSG now all he's going to work under Luis Enrique. Only Luis Enrique. Only they have worked before. They have worked before. And you know, when you look at Ferran Torres' situation, it's difficult to see say he will stay at Barcelona because come on now couldn't dadano. Even so Kawampo no signing new contractor. Everybody idea a done so.
Okay. So the stand of it, you know, young father said we're joining PSG. Recently, Yahoo Luis Enrique kwanya first wa transforming Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah.
Ama Dembusa nanki nimni dadano.
Why different player?
Why different player? Even now, Ousmane Dembele we in a free man on Kasa.
Yeah.
Or you okay?
Yeah.
Because himself a squad player, like your boss a team, and the team where cohesion be home. You bet me who a rise be. Because Ferran Torres said that a bad player.
Yeah.
But ye kwakonya coach be I say. Opeja players, who players ye pano.
Yeah.
You be Timenya a new Ferran Torres. I will PSG.
Of course. And Gabi, I'm saying this for two reasons. Number one, the coach on the PSG, Luis Enrique. Look at how Luis Enrique brought a number of players to come up in times past. And Ousmane Dembele as I walking. I read at some point said there was a time Luis Enrique any player need have a meeting.
Yes.
And Obisan say, does he really want to be where he is? And also who say he will become a great player? In Comodian man a player no a catcher and say on kasalim. Say baby original, that's not his standard. But he is ready to do whatever the coach will tell you. Until I also TPS phone community partner, sometimes they will tell you that if you're not ready to do what Enrique tells you, you will go and sit on the bench.
Yeah.
And once you go and sit on the bench, Gabi onfa it's about the readiness to get up and rise and become the player that you have to become. It is when you are playing under Luis Enrique, it's a different conversation. It's number one. Number two, and they say, after winning the World Cup, Ferran Torres, and scoring that winning goal, Gabi, I don't think there's a bigger dream for any football player on this earth than to score the winning goal in the FIFA World Cup final and to help your team so maybe win this cup. There's nothing bigger in this world to achieve than that. It is also Ferran Torres, and after that, significant thing away. And then come on in Ebano.
I say when you extra confidence,
the confidence will be there.
Do certain stage.
We do certain stage be. As an 11 more peja. And as I say, all demanding more. No?
Okay.
Go look at me. My World Cup final goal. I'm my team Spain at Jacob.
And then you say be a ball on so I ain't World Cup will be when a ball boy.
Now Obian himself Ferran Torres or the right neighbor. But go we on the left the share. On the left the share. So instantly the player's confidence will get to that level. And automatically when you look at the psychology of players, Omuju mediano enye easy. It is all confidence our former is difficult sometimes to get it to raise to a certain level. And success idea a backup player it makes the player a person that wants to achieve more and wants to go higher. PSG are the winners of the Champions League. Back to back. And yes, will be back to back. Now Omonia chance to sign Ferran Torres to come and join them and attempt to win it for the third time. Ferran Torres is not an excellent player, but given all he has achieved within the last 1 year now, when he gets there, he becomes a player who rises and does better than what he has done at Barcelona.
Because team now we're joining Waje UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
Over friendly Ghana or no
dominance that our ho.
Ana one Casaran's Waje World Cup.
Yes.
Ana Oba.
And our confidence is so Peja Kakra Odeba.
And team no Oba to Munswa.
A different conversation.
Now, and Kobama in the NBM, the Aina or less.
Mamifa Julian Alvarez the
okay.
Because on the reporter Bob on things say a player no resume training on call obekwa kotinafie obey stubborn memfuaso and the reason is very simple. You are still under contract and some contract be 2030 it is okoye wo ho minim na Atletico Madrid for your Madrid so tonwa because your release clause is over 500 million euros.
A bad thing.
So be bang on table no say yendin komo. Nobody will come. And Barcelona for no at this point they are also being very cautious. Because when him say player nan kasa no wan ko can champion for so free wa. The likelihood so on best no very low.
Yeah.
Intina make say. You see, by Monday now, Julian Alvarez ever returning to training no. I think he needs to be able to meet on one kasa Argentine senior. Your friend
Diego
Simeone. Not only in common. No man who say, baby, I don't drew in life no. Or person free Atletico Madrid boko no okusi akama Barcelona. That's the best thing the young man can do. That's the best thing the young man can do. Wanyane sa na ko yesa masodin. Maya Alexander Isak dianibi. It doesn't create anything good for Nwankasa optics.
No, I said the team may be see you. Ademola look my balance good.
So, on the in common, it is easy to look at it from different angles. But Ebane say player na the right thing na. Ebiana enye enu na very popular, but I was a player na sad no.
Okay.
And yes, on Nwankasa reputation, you will damage it. And I don't want to assume say Barcelona the be the last team of Pepe so obo. Ebia echire no. Obefi Barcelona kobo team fufro. And if that record is on you, you will hardly attract the right things in the future. Into me the can say player no onya butre. No nimpenyifon ko din komo. And I think say Ebia he'll be able to resolve it and move from Atletico Madrid to Barcelona.
Okay.
Gabi. I know maybe Chelsea phone komo bi but me person make adika cry then we move on. Also the Premier League no. This particular season I chance no will be the first time in the Premier League yenya 9 new managers omu taking over different teams. English Premier League no. Inti sa wo hwe ya Chelsea ekofa Xabi Alonso by Michael Carrick Enzo Manchester United Enzo Maresca Manchester City Mikel Arteta dia wo dada inti emfa ne nka ho then ohwe Tottenham Hotspur or Roberto Di Zerbi okofa just at the end of a year last season and odin buy some coaches when nyina are part of the 9 omuye new coaches are taking over different Premier League teams for the very first time 9 different managers. Now Gabi, one that signals to me and they say the English Premier League is about to take a new different phase altogether.
A new BRDAB. Okay.
Because ni ejitu say Pep Guardiola wo hono. Because of the kind of personality he had and the dominance and now on Manchester City are building over the years on omoje consecutive 4 in a row. No bia nye bida. As I say we feel onye the coach of Man City BM no that dominance has left.
Jurgen Klopp also there with Liverpool and also that. Okay.
Now the English Premier League has as a playing field no higher level obia be chance here from scratch. But on him the bema nkomona very interesting. Players now obia air sign no. International safety Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur is here. Wakofa Sando Tonali aba. Right?
Yeah.
Wakofa Paul Van Hecker from Brighton.
Yeah.
say or Bonhom Modin Akofa Savinho from team I friend Manchester City. But Ushe Sika was say
Andy Robertson
so about free transfer from Liverpool. Ushe Sika almost say on transfers no already. Gabi is averaging about close to 300 million pounds. Omokofa Matthias Fernandes also from West Ham over 80 million. After surviving relegation, no, Omoyo Madrid said, look, they will spend and be competitive. And is there be a year Juma? Chelsea. 11 players they were already. 11. Wakofa Henderson ne Bekaba. Wakofa Pep Chavaria enche ombe announcement no.
Yeah.
Wakofa Valentin Baku. Wakofa Baku Palestra. Wakofa Morgan Rogers. And Okasika Boma Chelsea. The Chelsea has said in the window so far is averaging over 400 million pounds. Getting close to around that region, 400 million. And I don't person Musakofa Nipa Baku and Minu Beka. Look at Liverpool. Omakofa Victor Munoz from Osasuna, Omudenaba. And then Omu didn't come up with Air PSG to go and bring Air Bradley Barcola to come and join the team for over 100 million pounds. Omudi Chelsea 4-player chair Pedro Neto, they want to go and bring him for over 70 million pounds. Speculation in the market. Into Muso I ready so mbe say kakakra. Na no mpo ebetu just say Ronald Araujo. Ofri Barcelona eba be Liverpool on loan. Enti Anthony Raiola also strengthen the squad.
This season also na Jeremy Jackie
so eba.
Yeah.
Look at Man United. Bia won shut top players be brave, but they have made strategic signings.
Yeah, in fact, me and him say Manchester United situation here say Manchester say any signing be say the amount for signing be no best sign you. Manchester say or best sign when it is needed.
Good.
To say the Barcelona 4 years. As a Barca said, and sign players. Yeah. But a certain positions so movie say a very core at the moment and no pen on me. And no be a Manchester United here. And to this season, and now there's some better Manchester sign to say they are Chelsea the essence I know. Manchester so more money yes because Akwaba kono no e pepe kakra. Ana o e pepe kakra. Ono on top player biasa. And the wakati team here say those your players are yepe. But a kian players ni bi ne yepe. Yeah. The same fifio. Wusu say kianike yenya players bi on fifio.
Wakofa Uriti le man aba.
Akofa na ba fine.
Wakofa
Andre Santos
from Chelsea aba.
Jawie Manchester Forward Jawie nebo momuko etire ho na bia back four ebi omu fi say eso omu ye metro one bia
no maye baako aka.
O maye baako aka ho. Now the Manchester United they try any Moses here say ebi as Jose Zexi
and on person muton.
Ombe hu ni situation.
Yeah.
Omunya we are now Manchester better tackle anymore.
Another player.
That's their Manchester in this season.
And I like that angle that you have just
said. Manchester in this season.
And Gabi, don't be shocked. So even after all of this, they will still be competitive.
Okay.
Because Moshe Michael Carrick, I know very well, say Man United for no, they are worried, so among Mickey signings be brave. But Moshe Michael Carrick in this situation, even at last season at Manchester United now, there was one thing that was clear. No one in pass ultimate fixing FIFA. He doesn't have any problem.
Yes.
Because look at Benjamin Šeško. Season the guy was firing. And that confidence is there. It's no, he does not really have a problem. Bruno Fernandes is already carrying the team on his shoulders. And you can count on him that he will continue to give you those performances. He doesn't have a problem. It is when your anchors in Yuri Tilleman and Andre Santos, no, those are the most important things that you need. ABR to say they're okay, they will get one more defender or two more defenders and they're okay. I think United will still be competitive. Gabi, look at team my friend. Man City. Aye. And the Man City say, Unya Enzo Fernandez are pay. And according to reports, no, Chelsea for no will not accept anything less than Sika Omudeko Fano, so 120 million pounds. And Omudiabetu just say Omunya ya. Omudeko Kofa Enzo Fernandez to come and play. But the news for City for no and pay and say Enzo Fernandez in year now drinks so with Chelsea. And I know the controversy around Enzo Fernandez, just say you different show, I can watch him. But as it stands right now, no, Xabi Alonso near not so better player, no.
Okay.
Because after some lose Rodri in this window, no, they need to replace him. And to me, no, Enzo Fernandez is the right replacement. But as we speak right now, no, Omo person mo kofa Abrante friend Ayub Boadi from Lille Metropole. And Lille for no say ombe 100 million euros for the player. That's number 1. Number 2, and omo player no enkosi akai Man City straight away. Omo person mo keep player no on loan for 1 season. And so mama play another. It sound common as say Man City for need you.
Be enkofoni e stubborn no.
Lille for.
The India makers are say. One say a ball wake up in we yes City to you body. The question was a City aday. Say boy you want say Danya bia. No no say na Rodri ko. They knew say Rodri be ko.
Now Rodri not on sign you. I think on say he made it very clear to Man City for say Ostromo on wonya Spain or beko. 3 years now person the man on sign. And a quite our fast so they catch them. I think Omu G2 mu say okay. Player no why anything po Washington po so
on your BMT the man come.
Into you body na say no. Man City for no person ko fan ba. Gabi, all I'm trying to say is that Premier League no obi anya crado because se wo ti baby na odwin say bia Arsenal winning to oba be dominant this season na. And yes sir, it will not happen like that. It will not be automatic.
Okay.
Now Arsenal for no they are in big trouble. The reason why I'm saying that is because they want to try and make up for window now or maintain signing player a friend Morgan Rogers no. Now they want to try and go and bring a brand here friend Bakola. It's only Liverpool etching. And yeah, is Yogabi. This season it will be very interesting.
Okay. Joshua Olotu, ye na se pa ne the transfer stories in komo. Ye din komo ye pa.